198 votes in 1 hour. Brooks Hyperion Elite 2 versus the New Balance RC Elite. 52% for. What I say, 5:06 a.m. I just sent out the tweet and posted on the Facebook page. Also listening to your comments down below on the real-time vlog about which shoe I will test out today for all of you. We've got the Hyperion Elite 2 from Brooks. There it is. So I don't know. It's so strange. I actually don't know what this vlog is about yet until the poll is done in 1 hour from now. So, and then of course the New Balance RC Elite. All right, so that's the battle going on right now. See you in about, I'll make a decision in about 55 minutes. Come on now, come on now. I just checking it. Oh boy, let's see. Final results. Oh my goodness. At least on Twitter, I'm gonna check Facebook and then YouTube as well. But 198 votes in 1 hour. Brooks Hyperion Elite 2 versus the New Balance RC Elite. 52% for the, where is it? Brooks Hyperion Elite 2 is the winner. Most likely, I saw it trending as well on Facebook, but it was 52% versus 48%. Amazing. All right, so looks like we're taking the Brooks out, but let me just double check to see there wasn't a surge on Facebook as well. It's so tough. I'm just reading through on YouTube right now, and it's basically 50-50, so I'm gonna go with the Brooks Hyperion Elite 2. Oh my goodness, let's do it. And yes, we will take the New Balance out sooner rather than later. Let's go. Oh man, I'm excited for both of them is the bottom line. So, okay, see you in about 2.5 hours. Here we go, first impression vlog in the studio. Not my full review, that'll happen after 50 miles of the Brooks Hyperion Elite 2. Crazy backstory. The Brooks Hyperion Elite 1 was made available to the public on the day of the U.S. Olympic Marathon Trials in Atlanta, when I went down there in Atlanta. And really the star, I'm just going to say the star runner for Brooks at that race, her name is Des Linden, okay? And she did not even wear the Brooks Hyperion Elite 1. She wore this shoe, the Brooks Hyperion Elite 2. And the Brooks Hyperion Elite 1 was such a, yes, dud. I didn't pick it up. All the reviews were just not good at all. So I've been waiting 6 months to get my hands on this shoe right here. And I think, let me know in the comments, how long have you been waiting or interested in this shoe after the lackluster reviews of the Elite 1? All right, let's dive in. Today's run, the first test run, again, not my full review. Did I already say that always happens after 50 miles? Today's run, 23 miles, 6:30 a mile, starting here in Denver, going south on pavement for about 4 miles, and then I hit dirt. I'm on dirt for about, probably about 16 miles, and then finish off with about 3 more miles of concrete. So that's the surface that I was, of pavement. So those were the surfaces that I ran on for testing this shoe. All right, here we go. A neutral road marathon racing shoe. I think you could put it into the half marathon category as well, but definitely leaning in the direction more so of a marathon racing shoe. We're looking at a 35 millimeter stack height in the heel, 27 millimeter in the forefoot for an 8 millimeter drop. It is, I should say right now, it is a unisex sizing, okay? So it's same for guys, same for ladies as far as the sizing goes. So therefore, as far as the weight goes, men's size 9, which is, I believe is women's size 11, okay? I couldn't find a women's size 8, which I'm not even gonna do it. Would that be a men's size 6, I guess? Which they don't even really make those shoes. So men's size 9, we're looking at 7.5 ounces or 212 grams. And here we go, gut reaction. I have not weighed this shoe yet in the studio with all of you. 7.1 ounces in my size. Better than expected, frankly, better than expected, which is 203 grams. We're looking at a stretch woven upper, and craziness, it's the exact same upper as the Brooks Hyperion Elite 1. So if you did get the Hyperion Elite 1 and you liked the lockdown and the feel of that upper, it's the exact same upper, okay? Now let's do the heel test. Yeah, pretty loosey-goosey through that heel counter. Let's see, very breathable through the toe box. With respect to the lockdown, pretty solid, okay? Not perfect, but pretty solid over the midfoot. Where I'm really struggling, everybody, is through the collar of the shoe. Lots of loosey-goosey happening. Like, it was not locking down around my ankle very well at all. And I'm going to come back to the fit in a minute. Very critical to listen to what I have to say about the fit. And that heel counter, I don't mind that it's this loose or this flexible, I guess you could say. I didn't feel, anyway, but I am not too crazy about this collar. So there's the overall score of the upper. Not really that great. I'm gonna say, I think they're thinking outside the box for the laces. Look at these laces. It's a little, they make little bumps on them to help with making sure your laces don't come untied or don't just really kind of help you cinch down in the tying up process, the lockdown process. So I thought that was kind of neat what they did with the laces. But I am very pleased with the breathability through the toe box. For the midsole, it's their DNA Flash midsole foam. The carbon fiber plate is sandwiched in between there. I'm not exactly sure what the carbon fiber plate actually looks like in there. I haven't really seen pictures yet, but it is in there. And let's do this. Yes. So I'm going to say the highlight really probably of the shoe is the fact that the carbon fiber plate did not feel too rigid. Sometimes, like I'm gonna say in the Alpha Fly Next Percent, I do remember it just felt a little rigid through the foot strike. So this, I must say, was not like, even right now, it's feeling like it has a lot of good energy return, and it just feels like it's gonna propel you forward through that foot strike. And I felt it today on the 23 miles, and I'm feeling it right now as I'm bending it, but not too crazy rigid either. Also in this midsole, it is nitrogen infused, which creates little tiny bubbles inside that midsole foam, which helps with energy return and just that overall springy feel. And it's the exact same process that they used in the actually I think it also for the Hyperion Tempo, I do believe, but also in the Catamount, the trail running shoe from Brooks in 2020. So I think that's great. I must say, I love the nitrogen infused midsoles. Okay, I think that's all on the midsole. Moving on to the outsole. Love the outsole. You know me, like I think Brooks, they didn't overthink it. They put just enough rubber under the toe box, under the heel, leaving the midfoot exposed to help drop the weight of the shoe. I think it's spot on, Brooks. Now, I live in a very dry place here in Denver, Colorado. So if you live in a place with a lot of rain, who knows, I could foresee me and you're turning sharp corners in the rain. I don't know. You never want to feel unsteady in the rain, like, especially in a race when you're going really fast on corners. But anyway, for me, it's not a huge issue here in Denver, but just keep that in mind if you live in a place or you're going to be racing in a place that gets a lot of rain. So keep that in mind for that outsole. But overall, I love it. On to the fit and the comfort. All right, turn those ears on. Here we go. Oh, Nelly, fit. Not good at all, everybody. Length of the shoe, I was swimming. Now, I went true to size, and look at this thumb test on your screen. Oh my goodness. I personally, now listen, it's just me. For racing, I like my shoes to be snug. And today I wore the Steigen socks, Steigen. They're thinner socks, definitely a road running shoe sock. So if I'm going to be training or testing for all of you a marathon racing shoe, I'm going to try and pair that shoe with a sock that I would consider using for a road race, meaning a lighter sock, a thinner sock, a more breathable sock. So maybe if you wore socks that are just a little thicker, maybe if I would have done that today, sorry, light went out, I'm back. So maybe if I would have done that today, I would have had a little better snug fit through the overall gait cycle and foot strike especially. I just was swimming through the toe box, so the fit was not good. I wish I would have gone at, Frank, I'm going to say half size down. I would have even considered a full size down, but again, I like my racing shoes to be nice and snug, okay? Comfort of the shoe, I'm going to give the upper a pretty good mark for the comfort. I think the material that they use, overall good comfort through the upper and pretty good comfort through the midsole, especially with that carbon fiber plate not being too rigid through the foot strike, which I think is going to be a balancing act as every single running shoe company on earth realizes, okay, if we want to compete in the marathon racing space, we're going to have to create a shoe that has a carbon fiber plate. But what does that mean? Like, what is the plate actually comprised of with respect to thickness, with respect to the angle of the carbon fiber plate? So many different factors. So far so good. I think Brooks really, I don't know, it just feels like it has a lot of good energy return as I'm doing this and also on the 23-mile run today. Positives and drawbacks. Positive, carbon fiber plate, 100%. Drawback, 100%. Has to be the fit, unfortunately. So just make sure wherever you get this shoe, if you are going to pick it up, that they have a really good return policy and that you're really considering the socks that you're pairing the shoe with, okay? So just keep that in mind. Durability prediction, we're going to go with 400 miles. That might be the upper echelon of what you get out of the midsole, but actually, sorry, I didn't do the durometer. Wow, it's got some nice give to it. Maybe for some people it would be too soft, but man, that feels quite nice. And my legs, by the end of the 23 miles today, like they were not totally shot. So gosh, that's a nice feel right there as I'm putting my thumbs into that DNA Flash midsole foam. Now, how will I use the Hyperion Elite 2 moving forward? Threshold days, 100%. I would take it out for another long run, but I personally don't like to do long runs in carbon fiber plate shoes. I will do it, obviously, to test the shoe out for all of you, but overall, I like to steer away from carbon fiber plate shoes for my actual training, but I would consider it for a threshold day 100%. Now, would I race in the shoe? That is the question. If I would have nailed the sizing, I definitely would have considered it, but because I didn't do that, and I'm not going to pick up another pair half size down, I likely won't be racing in this shoe anytime soon, but stay tuned as I keep testing it out, getting it to 50 miles for that full review. And price point, $250. That is up there, Brooks. I mean, here's the deal. They're saying, hey, why, if Nike can charge $250, why can't we charge $250? So I get where they're coming from. That is a lot. I'm going to say, though, there's a score on your screen. Not a perfect score by any means. I wish it was closer. I mean, gosh. Oh my goodness. I mean, gosh, yeah. When we're talking about the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro, forgive me if I'm incorrect here. Here it is on your screen, $200, $250. So I'm going to say this would be a lot more exciting at $220. And there you have it, my final early score on your screen right now. Not bad. But, we'll see if it trends up or down after 50 miles. Question of the day. Here we go. With respect, and oh man, this is interesting. With everybody, gosh, it'll be, now listen, I realize they don't give these shoes away, so you got to save up money to buy a marathon racing shoe now, compared to, let's say, 5 years ago. But for those that have tested different shoes or tried on different shoes, you could probably answer this question today a little better than others. But I'm just curious. But also make a guess as well. And maybe you're saving up, pinching pennies, right? It's like you have a goal to run the Houston half marathon or marathon in January 2021 or Boston in 2021 or oh my goodness, that's getting down the road. But where would you fall on the scale? Or let me just try and formulate the question here. Where would you fall on the scale for carbon fiber plates in marathon racing shoes, where 1, the plate is not as rigid, and 10 being the plate is very kind of rigid or stiff? Like, where would you be? Maybe you'd be a 5, right down the middle. Maybe a 7. Maybe you'd be a 3. I gotta think about this. I don't even know. I'll try, if I'm going to think about it a little more, and then I'll try and put my answer as well down in the comments. But as we continue to test, actually, while we're here, and I know I'm rambling a little bit now, let's just, see, it's just different. It's different. Adidas Audis, it's just so different. Wow. This is the Adidas. Oh my goodness. So crazy. So that's the question of the day. 1 to 10. You can just put a number down in the comments. 1 to 10, and then 1 being not as rigid, 10 being very rigid, and I don't know if that's the right word, rigid, but stiff, rigid, just kind of a little harder to bend the shoe in your hands. That's the question of the day. I love you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Oh man, I haven't forgotten. I have not forgotten. There it is. New Balance RC Elite. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, should we put it on the scale? Now I'm really rambling. Should we put it on this? Oh, I can't resist. Oh, I can't. What was it? 7.1. Here we go. Oh, 6.5. 6.5. Oh, Nelly. I knew it was lighter, but I didn't realize it was that much lighter. Over a half an ounce lighter. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, Seek Beauty. Oh no, we're gonna toss it back to, we'll toss it back to the, oh my goodness, we'll toss it back to, you know what, we'll toss it back, I'm kind of curious, to the Brooks Hyperion Tempo. Really love this shoe from maybe about 2 months ago now. So there it is, right there, right there, right there. Brooks Hyperion Tempo. Really enjoyed this shoe actually. So Seek Beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.